Okay. So, so another thing I want to talk about, just because it's on my mind, because conversations and things, and, I don't know, someone might need it or something. This is so random too, but whatever. Basically, the thing is, if you have been a victim of abuse, or been like the target of an abuser, or have experienced an abusive relationship multiple times, it is not your fault. Magic, and also random, I know. But, why am I talking about this? It's just been a conversation I've been having with people in my life. So, basically the thing is, and trigger warnings, because I'm going to be talking about this kind of topic, so if that bothers you, now, there, warnings, stuff. Abusive people who do this consciously and knowingly, because there's a difference between people who are just, like, kind of stupid and ignorant and do stuff just because they're, like, children in adult bodies, and people who have, like, this weird need to dominate others and be superior and shit. But the people who consciously abuse others have a type. They have certain personality traits that they look for in their basically ideal victims. And they have this process where they basically groom you to be a better victim for them. And so, like, a part of this grooming is, like, getting on your good side and giving you lots of gifts and compliments and basically being, like, what you would want in, like, a partner or a friend or whatever. Once they've basically gotten in your good graces enough, then they start doing a whole lot of gaslighting bullshit. They will tell you one thing, and then later on, when you act based off of what they said, they go, "Oh, I never said that. We were meeting on Saturday. Oh, I said Sunday. Oh, your memory must be wrong." Or if you live with them or work in the same area as them, they'll move things just to be like, "Oh, well, it was in your hands the last time I saw it." And if they not knowing it, and just a whole lot of things to just sort of make you question yourself, like, "Oh wow, I've been really forgetful lately. Oh my goodness, I don't know what's going on here. This is really weird." But just not anything that ever really implicates them in any sort of way as being the perpetrator of the weirdness. And so they start, like, getting you to doubt yourself. They start isolating you from your peers, either by bad-mouthing you to them in private, or by bad-mouthing them to you, basically sowing discord and trying to basically make problems where problems didn't exist prior. Like, oh, Becky said that she hates your hair and your clothes and everything. Oh, but she complimented them earlier. Oh, well, yeah, but that's because she's a backstabbing hoe or whatever. And when in reality, that's not the case. They're lies. It's a whole bunch of bullshit. But isolate you from people you love and stuff, make it to where the abuser's the only person that you feel like you can rely on them. Then at around that point, they start trying to train you to be a people pleaser. Nothing you do is ever good enough for them. Nothing you say will ever please them. There's always something wrong. That nothing you like is worthy of engagement or enjoyment. In fact, it's subject of ridicule. You talking about things that you like, oh, well, that's just child stuff. Oh, really? You thought you were good at that? Well, there's 1,000 people over here who are so much better at that thing that you like, and you shouldn't even try, basically. Just, you have these memories of them liking you and being nice to you and giving you all these good things. Where did that go? Why aren't they like this anymore? They're the only person you can trust anymore. How can I get that back? Why aren't they happy with me? Why don't they like me? And so you do everything you can. Not good enough. And that's where you start getting trained in learned helplessness. And so it's just like a rabbit hole that goes deeper and deeper down you go. And even when you manage to basically get a hold of yourself and say, this is bullshit, and get out of that abusive relationship, that sort of training that the abusive person did to you is ingrained in your psyche and in your heart somewhere, and other abusive people can see it. They recognize those traits and they say, oh, here's a person I don't have to work as hard at to get them basically to the level where I like my victims. So it's not an inherent flaw in you as a person if you keep attracting these same kind of people. Because you're not technically attracting them. They are actively looking for you. And so basically, like, that's all I really wanted to say with this, is just like, it's not your fault, and you shouldn't be blaming yourself for something that other people have done or are doing to you. And it takes time to heal from that sort of stuff and to retrain yourself to have a resistance to the immediate thoughts and reactions to that kind of behavior, and develop a bullshit meter. Because I myself have been in enough of those relationships to where if I am hanging around a person, I can get a general feel for, this behavior seems off. I don't like the vibe I'm getting from this person. I should keep my distance and stay away and not let them get their hooks in me. If you have like a bad gut feeling, if you're getting weird vibes from a person, trust it. Stop giving people second and third and fourth and fifth chances. Your unconscious brain can process like the warning signs of what's going on a lot faster than you consciously can. So just trust yourself, find people who actually like and value you, and try not to let self-loathing or self-pity weigh you down and keep you from doing the things you need to do to improve your life. Because you are worth so much more than that. So, anyways, like, a bit of a heavy topic. A little weird. Not what I usually do, but I just felt like this was something that needed to get said. And so I will be seeing you guys in another video. So bye-bye.